YouTube? Heretic here, back with my first video recording since Fort Wayne Regionals, well, since I left Fort Wayne. I'd like to say thank you for all the congratulations on my Fort Wayne finish, and anyway, moving forward, while I was there I acquired the last copy of the Neo Genesis Typhlosion that I needed to present to you this deck, and I posted this on World Round Heretic Facebook, and you guys went kind of crazy, so here we go. Start off with 4 Cyndaquil. Obviously we're playing Typhlosion, we need Cyndaquils. He's just a stepstone to evolve. 4 Quilava. His second attack, Char, for reference's sake, or just kind of neat thing, it did what's called a Char counter, which is basically the same thing as Burn, before Burn existed in the game, in the trading card game, and it didn't go away when you benched your Pokemon, which pretty much was a death sentence. But, yeah. Again, it's another stepstone to evolve into Typhlosion, because we didn't have Pokemon Breeder / Rare Candy. So 4 Typhlosions. And, his ability, or his Pokemon power, once per turn, you can flip a coin. If heads, you can attach a Fire Energy card from your discard pile to one of your Fire Pokemon in play. And so that was your engine. He also has a pretty good attack. It does 60, flip a coin. If heads, you do 80, and 20 to yourself. Tails, you just do the 60. No damage to yourself, so he's a pretty good beat stick. 100 HP is pretty solid for a stage 2 at the time. Then we got 4 Blaine's Growliths. Yay! I love the artwork on this card. But Stoke for 1 fire, search your deck for a fire attached to him. Really good opener, and also going to evolve into your main attacker in the deck. And that is Blaine's Arcanine. Woo! And this card is badass. And for 4 fire, you discard 3. It might seem like a steep cost, but you do 120 damage, which is enough to one-shot anything in the game at this point in time. Nothing had more than 120 HP. That includes for Alligator. And with Typhlosion, especially if you get multiple copies out, you can recharge him very quickly, which is very effective and a great way to deal with the meta. We also have 3 Clefas, obviously, to shuffle draw. Extra draw power. Baby Rule is kind of ridiculous. Just a really necessary card for just about any deck in this format. And 1 Igglybuff for the Slowking matchup. Slowking's not really a huge problem unless they go first and get it out and get like 2 of them out turn 2 or whatever, because realistically, once this deck gets set up, you're really not relying on trainer cards all that much. You're just using Typhlosion to recharge Arcanine, and then you're attacking. So Typhlosion does the energizing and the acceleration, Arcanine does the attacking, and there you have it. So that's the Pokemon lineup. Items: 4 Goldberries for healing power. You got 90 HP on Arcanine and 100 on Typhlosion, so I like it more than Focus Band. Obviously Focus Band better with the Clefas, but with our big attackers I like this more. And then we got some draw power. 4 Professor Elms, shuffle your hand in, draw 7, can't play trainers for the rest of the turn. It's like a preemptive supporter. And 4 Misty's Wrath, really the best draw card in the deck. Look at your top 7, add 2 to your hand, discard the rest. Helps put Fire Energy in the discard for Typhlosion. Helps you search out your evolutions faster so that you can get your Arcanine, your Typhlosion out ASAP. Really, really good ways to get stuff out quickly. We also play 2 Master Ball for the same reason. Back then, Master Ball was basically what Great Ball is now. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck, add a Pokemon to your hand, shuffle the rest back into your deck. Given the format, this was actually a pretty good card. Another great way to get your Typhlosions and your Blaine's Arcanines out as quickly as possible. Turn 2, turn 3 again, and just get rolling. We play 3 Rocket Sneak Attacks. One of the dumbest cards that was ever printed, in my opinion. Look at your opponent's hand, choose a trainer card there, shuffle it back into their deck. brutal first turn play, or right after your opponent uses a Cleffa to eke for 7. Also very important in this deck, I believe, because fire is weak to water, and Feraligatr was the #1 deck. This was the #2. And for this matchup, you really wanted to try and take away their Feraligatr setup and prevent them from being able to draw into all their cards by, you know, until you had a pretty good board setup. You know, if you could get a couple of knockouts on some Totodiles or something early, then you'd be in pretty good shape going forward. So that's a pretty good overall card, and just a really great card in general. 2 Double Gusts. The backlash on Double Gust doesn't really hurt this deck at all. Typhlosion can attack. Blaine's Arcanine is obviously brutal, and your baby Pokemon have no retreat costs. So, not really much backlash on the opponent getting to choose something, and then you just bring out whatever you feel you need to kill. 2 Nightly Garbage Runs. Misty's Wrath dumps a lot of stuff really fast, and we play a lot of heavy evolution lines, so this is basically super odd. So yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. And then 1 Cinnabar Gym. The reason for this lets you ignore weakness when a water Pokemon attacks one of your Blaine's Pokemon. So, with this, your Blaine's Arcanine is no longer weak against Feraligatr, and that is actually very relevant. So, Crocodile and Feraligatr each having attacks that could easily wipe out your Typhlosion and Arcanine in a single attack. You're usually going to want to have Arcanine active. He's your main attacker, and taking away that weakness makes it that much more difficult for them to deal with it. And then lastly, we play 14 Fire Energies. Might not seem like a lot for a deck from this era, but with Typhlosion being able to reuse the energies with its Fire Recharge ability, you can really just, like I said, you know, it's pretty self-explanatory, and continually reuse these energies to attack with Blaine's Arcanine or Typhlosion if necessary. So that's the deck, and if you ever wondered where this deck came from, or the idea from it at least, this was it. Typhlosion Prime is really just an amped up version of this guy, and again, discarding energy to deal 120 damage right there. Of course, he's a basic now, and lower energy cost, lower discard cost, better first attack, but power creep says what's up. So the original Typhlosion energy recovery deck with Blaine's Arcanine, of course, eventually in the HS to Black and White era turned into Reshifusion, but in the beginning, Typhlosion, Blaine's Arcanine. And I will see you guys next time. Cheers.